like last weekend I caught myself making up a story, or like, you know, keeping it like super negative on like what my thoughts and feelings were. And then I just went, okay, hold on. Like, whoa, before you like go into this dark rabbit hole, let's
Hmm.
like take a look at the situation, and like let's take a look at your feelings. Everything's good. I've just been like journaling a lot. It's kind of been like a new practice of mine to not like be on social media and to like write up a bunch of stuff. Like before, I used to just kind of like mind vomit the things that I want to, that's like trapped in my head, and I
Hmm.
would like put it on my social media. And also, like in the past, I would go out and like just hang out with friends, or go out to a club or party, or like just be like super social, and release like my anxieties or whatever's going on with me out there. But something is telling me like I need to take this time to be more with myself, and to
Hmm.
like understand these like thoughts and feelings, instead of like drowning it in alcohol or weed, or partying, or like, or people. I don't really
Hmm.
feel like being like social anymore. I just feel like I want to understand myself
Hmm.
more. I don't know, do you guys ever like do that? Or have you guys ever experienced that?
Wanting to
Um,
be alone?
Yeah, and just
Oh,
like, you
totally.
know stay
Totally.
stay with those feelings, and wonder, well, like, what's really going on.
yeah, it's one of our earlier conversations when we were talking about happiness, when we were first doing the podcast on around happiness, we were talking about like we tend to seek happiness through externals, and the point of having that conversation was really more about understanding like that it's not if we're trying to seek our answers outside of us from externals, when I get this, or when this person does that, or if this event happens, then I'll feel a certain way. It's usually a path of more resistance. The path of least resistance is understanding that everything's an inside job. If we
Hmm.
want more happiness, if we want more love, if we want more things to go our way, whatever the case may be, whatever want it is that we want, that we're intending, we get to go and start working from the inside. And that's where the real juice is. It's funny because I just having a conversation with my one of my clients about essentially about avoidance, like going out or drinking or just any addictions that you go into, whether it's alcohol, drugs, shopping, sex, whatever the case may be. It should be viewed more as signs for you to do work on the inside for whatever it is that's coming up for you,
Hmm.
instead of using it as a direction to go. Like if I work this amount of hours and I get this, then I'm going to be happy. It's more of like, okay, I see what that's gonna that I want to be happy. That's the event that I want to be happy. So in order for me to become happy, I have to do the inner work. I have to change the dialogue in my conversation, in my self-talk, to achieve that or attain that happiness, instead of relying on an external to provide that happiness.
Yeah. Yes. Oh man, totally. When you like just said that, I just thought of like what happened to me over the weekend, where I was on a good roll. So I have been going to the gym, um and there I kind of have like a place where I'm just thinking about my reps, right? I'm thinking about
Hmm.
my reps. I'm thinking about the next workout. I'm thinking about like my progress and how much progress I'm making during this time. And then when I come back home, that's when like the thoughts start coming up, and all of a sudden I start like last weekend I caught myself making up a story, or like you know um keeping it like super negative on like what my thoughts and feelings were. And then I just went, okay, hold on, like, whoa, before you like go into this dark rabbit hole, let's
Hmm.
like take a look at the situation, and like let's take a look at your feelings. And man, I'm telling you guys, like a couple of years ago, I would have just like been out and about with friends. I would have been out on these like social apps and stuff, and just trying to drown it with like outward things. But I'm actually like seeing more progress, um like internalizing
Hmm.
and catching it and going, okay, this is the situation, right? Are you mad at the situation, or is there like feelings involved in it? And what are those feelings? What are those triggers? And is it true?
Hmm.
These are some of the things like I literally write. and
Hmm.
and I'm at that point like where, dude, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. If I'm not like writing in my journal, I'm just writing on scrap pieces of paper.
Hmm. That's great.
If that, I don't know, that sounds kind of crazy.
No, I mean, because the act of actually writing it out, that's why journaling is such a great tool for when we are on this personal development journey, because it allows you, one, to organize your or at least start thinking about those thoughts, and then moving that out of you by transferring it onto paper. Like being able to physically write it on paper is a transference of energy, and you get to see what those feelings are. You get to think about those things, you get to feel those things, and you get to see it when you're writing it on the paper. And then whatever work is intended behind that, then you can, use it as release, or to organize thoughts, or to, just an act of letting go and moving it. That's why, like when you do the fuck you letters, right? The Dear John fuck you letters. I think we've talked about that before, but
Mhm.
there's something going on in a relationship. You just write whatever fuck you letter you want to write to that person, or about that event, what had taken place, and just let it rip. And you never send it. You just allow yourself the opportunity to express those things, and as a way to help move through the energy, and then burn the piece of paper, throw it away, whatever it is you want to do. It's great stuff. It's great that you're even like doing it on pieces of scratch paper.
It's that talking to yourself,
Hmm.
and yeah, I guess I could like seek therapy, or like talk to you and stuff, but I'm kind of like finding a different method that seems to be working.
Hmm.
I hope I think I'll know when it works when I get to actually like put it into practice, when I become like more social. But right now I'm like in my little turtle shell, trying to get better, and also watching a bunch of Dragon Ball.
Hmm. Hmm.
Which is an amazing show. There's so many like little lessons in it too.
There's a lot of those anime cartoons that actually have really good messages. One of these times, we're gonna have to do, like you were saying, just kind of break down a scene, and show how it actually art is life and life is art. Have that conversation around it.